Hello and welcome to my Learn It in 5 video tutorial on Storybird. Storybird is a free Web 2.0 language arts tool that uses illustrations to encourage writing practice. The website is storybird.com, and once you put in that website, it's going to take you to this page, and it talks about writing, sharing, reading, and creating books. If you're an educator, you can click there to learn more, but it does take you through what does it mean by writing. Students have the ability to write their own stories, illustrate their own stories, read each other's stories, discover different books and authors through the public library, and share, of course, across the website as well. So to sign up, you could just click on sign up for free, and it'll ask you whether you're a regular user, educator, teacher, or student. And students have the ability to create their own accounts, and teachers make that determination as to whether they're going to sign them up or whether they are going to create their accounts by themselves. I have to put in the right password here. So once you log in and create an account, the website creates a class code. So this would be my classroom for Storybird. So my students, I could load them here or allow them to load themselves, but they would have access to anything in our classroom library, which I don't have anything in my classroom library yet, but they would log into this classroom and they could have access to their peers' books as well. I can create assignments for them. I can set up a fundraiser to raise money for my school, but overall, this is my dashboard, and this is how I can keep track of my classroom and what's going on. Published stories are shared within each classroom, and each of the titles would show up here. To create stories, students would go to this create option right here and pick the artwork first, and then they can begin creating their stories. So there's lots of different artwork options that they can choose. There are several different benefits to using this tool in an educational setting. Stories are shared by students and teachers within the website. Feedback is provided, and students can actually enter competitions as well. Teachers can enter challenges if they want to earn crowns, which earns them download credits to download a high-resolution PDF of the books or the poetry, options to keep within their library or on their own CPUs or school servers. Storybird doesn't have to just be used for English. It can be adapted for science, history, social studies, literature, creative writing, other basic learning content where students are choosing artwork and creating stories around their different projects. There are some how-to guides under the Create tab that talk about how to write, so it gives them different options on point of view, different types of poetry, different metaphors, similes, what is a protagonist, what is a good first sentence, how do you write tension or remove it, different types of options for how to write. So that's pretty cool. There are monthly challenges for teachers. Again, they can earn crowns, and fundraisers can be organized to raise money for the school. Some drawbacks are the books and poetry created are mostly available within the website classroom. Teachers are going to have to monitor students to see how they're doing, and if their work is published or not. And it might take the students a couple sessions to get used to this website and how to create and how to move around in the public library and such. Some of the pedagogies that could be supported by this would be case-based learning. They can begin with a poem or a picture book that describes the foundational information for the case. Problem-based learning, allowing students to create a story around the initial problem that describes the scenario. It's definitely an active learning option because they're learning by doing, so they're learning by actually writing and developing stories. And they're presenting ideas, thoughts, and research differently than just using regular presentation software. So to conclude, Storyboard's not necessarily a well-known Web 2.0 tool, but it has received wonderful accolades and great support from many teachers. Students like to use it. They like the digital technology, and it provides an opportunity for adding artwork and visual pictures to their stories, case studies, and research. It's an economical option for sharing, access, and printing. Thanks.